Good evening. Do not adjust your volume set on your TV, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever device you are listening and watching on. Yes, this is a Southeastern Ohio voice. We do not have an Arkansasan with us tonight, but we do for tonight's at Indian Valley High School for tonight's Meadowbrook and Claymont Division II District Semifinal game. We have the one, the only, Heath Dawson with me as we're looking forward to another night of basketball action at Indian Valley High School, Heath.
Well, Darren, I'm excited about this opportunity, and you're right, I don't have an Arkansan accent, nor do I have a Nashvilleian accent. No Tommy or Woody tonight, but it's exciting to be able to host this game. You and I, both Meadowbrook grads. Very awesome to broadcast this game tonight. Our alma mater playing here at Indian Valley High School against Claymont. Meadowbrook coming in the number 1 seed at 21-3. Darren took out two foes already in impressive fashion, 69-22 over Indian Creek, and a school record 73-15 win over Philo, a school record for points allowed in a game there. So two big wins for Meadowbrook to get here, and tonight they're the favorite, but they can't look over past the Claymont team.
Yeah, we got some insider information from our producer, Carson Todd. He said Claymont is a pretty good shooting team, so Meadowbrook's got to watch out. It's got to close out on the shooters. And as you said, they gave up 15, which is a school record for least amount of points against Philo and another Meadowbrook grad, Greg Haberfield, their head coach. So what's Meadowbrook got to do here to contain the wild horses, the Mustangs?
Well, basically what they've done all season, Meadowbrook has been able to get out and force teams to play their game. And I think that's what you're going to see a lot tonight. If Claymont can hit some early shots and gain some confidence coming out of the gate, I think for Claymont the key is the first 4 minutes of the game. And I know you say that a lot of games, but I think it's really key tonight. If they can come out, hit a couple big shots, slow Meadowbrook's momentum down in the early start and say, hey, we're here, we can play with you guys, I think that's going to be Claymont's big key, is to send an early message to Meadowbrook.
And that's been the big key early on in this tournament run for Meadowbrook as they jumped down to a 16-0 lead over the Creek in Indian Creek, and the 40-3 run to start the game against Philo. So Meadowbrook's going to be prepared and be ready to go. Now, we also talked before we went on, this is kind of a reunited, and it feels so good between these two teams, as Claymont and Meadowbrook used to be in the same division of the ECOL, and now starting next year, both teams will depart the ECOL, as Claymont's still in the Inter-Valley Conference, and you got Meadowbrook leaving for the Muskingum Valley League.
Yeah, old ECOL foes, and my favorite color is orange, and if you look across this court tonight, you can't really tell. If you didn't know the Meadowbrook people or the Claymont people, you wouldn't know what cheering section was what, because there is orange everywhere taking over this red and blue at Indian Valley tonight.
Yeah, it's a good thing they have signs at the entrance, both entrances to the gym, that says Claymont High School side, Meadowbrook side, or we might be usually don't have to break up the brawls on the court. We might have to break some up in the stands because somebody went to the wrong section.
Yes. Well, we're going to go ahead and run down the starters real fast, D-Train. Why don't you give the fans at home the Meadowbrook starters for us?
Okay, look, the Meadowbrook starters are staying the same as normal. You got the big man 00, Addie Black. Number 1, Jonathan McCall. The Singleton twins, number 3, Jake Singleton. Number 10, David Singleton. And number 13, Zach Rusnock.
And before we get to the national anthem, I'll run down through the Claymont, the 12 seed, the Claymont Mustangs coming in at 12-11 with a win over Beaver to get here at 46-45 win. Their starters are number 2, Cade Watkins, number 4, Michael Lasecki, number 14, Murphy White, number 20, Brady Milburn, and number 32, Garrett Armstrong. There's your starters for the night. We're getting ready to go to the national anthem. Take us to a commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Indian Valley High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Meadowbrook High School Water America. Please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem.
already doing better than we were last night. If you guys listened last night, we had a power outage during the national anthem and had to reset our broadcast and everything. So tonight we're already off to a great start, leading 1-0, even though the scoreboard says 0-0. The announcer's going to be announcing the starting lineups and lineups for both teams. So Heath, you made mention of their Claymont's victory over Beaver Local. Lesecki hit the game winner with 6 seconds left, a bucket in the lane, in a game they led the whole time until the fourth quarter when it came into a little back and forth battle. So definitely this Claymont thing kind of been battle tested in the playoffs by having some close contests. And the Colts, on the other hand, have cruised to their first 2 victories.
You know what I'm impressed with, Train, is the student section for Claymont. They have brought a large contingent for being a team that's 12-11 in the 12 seed and a decided underdog in this game. They have brought a massive crowd tonight, and so they deserve a lot of credit for coming out and supporting their squad.
Yeah, they're on the smaller side of the court of the 2 sections, but they really brought a lot of kids. Both teams have their backs to each other,
and they're making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And we're sitting basically right above the Claymont student section for those of you at home. So we're looking straight ahead. Meadowbrook is on the right side of us and Claymont on the left.
We are in for a battle. Last night, Mr. Strasser and myself was here, watched the Highland Hawks defeat the Shenandoah Zeps 60-41. I mean, you want to talk about a solid team year in, year out. Highland, always a great defensive team, such fundamentally sound. And just like it's been the case with a lot of Meadowbrook games, they jump out to an early lead and pull away. Well, Highland jumped into that big 22-8 lead at the end of the first quarter, and Shenandoah just couldn't get closer than 9 points after that.
No, I haven't been the sports editor at the Jeffersonian since August 13th of 2007, Train. You and I worked together, became friends there. But it doesn't surprise me because Highland was good back then. Probably the greatest game I ever covered in high school basketball was a 99-91 Division IV section or district final at Meadowbrook. Probably the largest crowd I've ever seen at a basketball game at Meadowbrook High School. And what an epic battle. But Highland has always turned it up tournament time, and it seems like they always make a deep run.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a team that you can expect to see in a couple weeks in Columbus, more than likely.
I was going to say, and you know, talk around southeastern Ohio is that this Meadowbrook squad, a lot of people picking Meadowbrook to go far and possibly stamp that ticket to Columbus as well.
The road is getting a little tougher though now, so we're in a district, we're on a neutral site, so they got to continue to stay focused and stay prepared. So as we were talking, who do they play next? They get the victory tonight.
And that's what we were going to say. Coming up, if the winner tonight will face the Dresden Tri-Valley St. Clairsville winner, that'll be taking place at Cambridge High School. So the winner will take on of this game, will take on that game. And we've talked, Train, you and I both said if it's Tri-Valley, we could have a battle in our backyard at Muskingum College or possibly Zanesville. If the St. Clairsville Red Devils would pull off the upset there over the 3-seeded Tri-Valley Scotties, it could possibly be over at OUE or Union Local.
Yeah, and then on the other side of the bracket, you've got John Glenn and New Philadelphia meeting at Coshocton High School, and Carrollton and East Liverpool playing. So I know at the second time Meadowbrook and East Liverpool played, East Liverpool fans said, "See you guys in Athens."
Right.
So we're ready for tip-off.
Well, here we go. Meadowbrook controls the tip.
So Jake Sigel to the offense.
Tri-Valley with the quick double. Or Claymont, I should say. I was reading Tri-Valley there, Train.
Rebound there by Armstrong. Milburn coming off the double screen. Hit off the backboard. Addie Black with the rebound. As he's bringing it up for the Colts. Toss it over the left wing to McCall. McCall going one-on-one, kicks it out to Singleton, the Davis Singleton. Addie Black attacking the hoop, kick out. That's Meadowbrook is so dangerous at the driving kick out. Great kick out.
What a good
McCall
look.
couldn't get it to fall though. Meadowbrook's getting looks. Wow, this is something you don't see. The Mustangs getting them in transition. Back-to-back missed shots though by Lisecki. Jake Singleton finally get one to fall. Singleton from downtown to the left corner. And that's going to be out of bounds on the Colts. So I don't know what the delay here is. Oh, looks like we have a clock issue. It now says 61 minutes. Okay, now we're going 6 minutes, 10 seconds. Six minutes and 41 seconds as we keep changing the time. The lob inside to Lisecki. He kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins can't finish inside. Jake Singleton with the rebound. Kicks it, hit his cousin Davis. Addie baseline. Gets it knocked away by Milburn. So we Colts ball out under.
Claymont student section not appreciating the call there, Trey.
No. You don't meet too many student sections that like the boys in black and white.
No.
Inside to Singleton. Kicks it down to Jake.
Another nice find there.
And he rattles it
go.
in. Jake Singleton, he was hot the last game against
He's already come out knocking
Philo.
2 down already.
That's going to be a foul on
First foul of the game.
Rusnak on the driving basket by Murphy White. Surprising thing here early is Claymont's the team that's kind of pushing in transition.
And Drain, I was getting ready to say the same thing. You know, it's very surprising. Claymont's saying, hey, we're going to run with you.
And he misses, Murphy White misses the first. He puts this ball in the basket. This might be the first points, the quickest the Colts have led, or quickest amount of points the Colts have given up a point in the game this year.
They're a third of the way to what Philo scored in the first half.
So it only took a minute and 56 seconds for these guys to crack the scoreboard. It seemed like those first two games we weren't sure if the other team was going to score.
Ooh.
And there's going to be a foul.
Little gamble on Milburn with the foul. Two things we're seeing early, Train. Meadowbrook is really working the ball around and finding open looks, but Claymont is really pressuring them.
Yeah. And they're coming out matching them up man-to-man.
Right now, though, Meadowbrook is finding the open spots at will right now.
Well, you got to be so concerned with guys like Jonathan McCall who can attack the hoop. And it's just giving him those, he's attacking the gaps and it's giving an open man. Good drive to spin off. Kicks it out. Armstrong, he can't knock it down. Offensive rebound, Lisecki, he puts it up and good. Well, we have a quick second. We want to thank our sponsors, Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, and GB Roofing as McCall drives to the hoop with a little floater. 10-3 Colts, 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Armstrong denies the high ball screen. Picks it up, looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it back. Lisecki with it, kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins drives baseline, looks, puts it up, no good. Rebound Jake Singleton. Here's the fast break, transition points we just talked about. Jonathan McCall lays it up and in. And Claymont wants a timeout here with 4:19 to go. Colts are up 12-3, and we don't know why, but Jonathan McCall ran to the Colts locker room. So I don't know if he took a shot or what, as little brother Jonah McCall is going to check in for him. So it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So while we have time again, we'll give credit to our sponsors again: Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, and GB Roofing. Thank you for your sponsorship. And this is looking like a different night, same script as the Colts. Kind of missed those first couple shots early, but now all of a sudden lead 12-3, just almost halfway in the first quarter, Heath.
And Claymont, you know, they found some shots, but they're just not dropping. Lasecki with some nice board work early. Without his board work train, they might not even have scored yet.
Yeah, and the big thing is Addy Black changes the direction of so much shots, whether he gets a piece of it or not. As you're seeing right here.
There you go. Good call. Good call, Train.
Davis Singleton driving. He kicks it out to Jake. Again from downtown.
They are just absolutely in rhythm right now.
He doesn't have 1 3. He doesn't have 2 threes. He has 3 threes.
And everybody having a part in that. Addy with the shot. Oh, my.
No soup for you. Murphy White. The best thing Murphy White can do is say, it's still our possession, nice block. And right now the momentum's just favoring big time for the Colts.
And I said that first 4 minutes, Train, at the outset was key for Claymont. And as you look, we're inside of 4 minutes, and it's already 15-3. Claymont better get some points up quick.
So Gavin Pavic has checked in for the Mustangs. And Jonathan McCall's checked back in, so Meadowbrook fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Also, Connor Lynch checked in for the Mustangs. They're looking for a lot of backdoor looks here.
Little shuffle there.
Yep,
gets away. Train, I think that's our first turnover of the first quarter here.
Here come the Colts. McCall brings it up. Right now, this is just the patience of the Colts right here. Spreading the floor. He's going to get a ball screen. And they're going to get a foul.
Murphy White.
Murphy White.
Two team fouls now here in the opening half against Claymont.
This is great ball movement right there. As that was good ball movement by the Colts. Just threw it away there.
I think Davis was expecting Jake to cut to the basket there, or back to the basketball.
Zigged when he should have zagged. And it's going to be a bump on Jonah McCall. You got to give Claymont credit here. I'm impressed by how they haven't been afraid. They've been attacking this Colts defense and looking to attack the gaps and get after them.
Even being outsized. Connor Lynch better get that ball in. Turnover.
Here's McCall up ahead to Addy Black. He misses it. Maybe a little contact, but no call. Lynch with the ball. Jake Singleton giving him good pressure.
I'll tell you what, Claymont's guard play has been pretty solid so far. As you said, Train, it's just they cannot get anything going inside.
They get it in the paint, and then the trees are there. They can't find a place to put the
ball up.
Good attack move
shake
there
and bake there by McCall. Great move. And we've got a 17-3 Meadowbrook lead with 1:47 on the clock as Murphy White brings it over the timeline.
Going inside the public here.
Addy down there waiting in the wing saying, I dare you.
Yeah, just saying, hey, come on, bring it to me.
He's going to try him, and big sky hook, no good.
With the left hand. That's sometimes where the Colts get in trouble there is in transition. They try hitting a home run when all they need to do is get a single.
Got a couple other players now checking into the game. It looks like number 31, Andrew Rectenis for the first time.
And for Meadowbrook, we got Jerome Todd. Not quite as good as our producer, Carson Todd.
Carson with a big grin to our left here.
Pavlik's got it in the corner. Looks inside. He's going to dribble out. Swings it across court.
Deep three.
Pulling it deep. Lynch can't get it, but Lasecki's there for the board, and he's going to draw a foul.
That's Lasecki's third offensive rebound in this opening frame.
Yeah, he has been battling inside with this Colts team.
Foul called on Davis Singleton, his first of the game. First shot rattles in and out. And the second one rattles out. Davis Singleton with the rebound.
So Claymont 1 of 4 from free throws here in this first quarter. So they just can't get anything to fall. We got a score from Coshocton at the end of the first quarter. It is 17-0 John Glenn over New Philly.
Oh, nice
As
move
Jake
by
with a little
Jake.
runner from the right elbow.
After a
He's in
spinneroonie.
He's in double digits with 11 now.
I think it's safe to say, Train, that Meadowbrook has got the perfect start and Claymont has had a nightmarish start.
Yeah, this one's going to stay, as really we can't really see with all the Claymont students standing down to our right. It's going to stay Claymont's side. So once again, the Colts off to a great start, 19-3. Just over 20 seconds left. And we're going to get a double foul. So it's going to be on Jonathan McCall, and
I think they said Corey Edwards.
And wow. And the Meadowbrook entire staff is not happy about that one, as they're trying to get a player in. The horn blows, and they still get the bucket. Singleton.
Davis wide open at the horn for McCall on the assist.
So at the end of the first, it is 22-5 Colts, just the start they needed. And we'll be back with second half action.
Leading 22-5. Meadowbrook leading 22-5 here after the first quarter. Meadowbrook shot 9 of 12 in the opening frame, and Claymont a chilly 2 of 12.
So here we go, Claymont ball. Start the second quarter. Beast mode, Connor Lynch gives it up to Pavlik.
Oh, nice little stutter. Good find. Good
Oh.
teamwork, but he can't hit the basket. Addy with the rebound.
They have missed a lot of buckets inside where it seems, and that's credit to Meadowbrook's defense. They're always cautious of where Addy Black is. Whether he makes a difference in the shot or not, it's always in the back of their head worried about him, as he's going to draw the foul on Armstrong here.
That's his first. Team's fourth. Jake trying that spinorama move again.
There was a backdoor look from McCall that wasn't there.
Little elbow shot from Davis. Good rebound, offensive rebound by Jonathan.
And Armstrong's going to pick up his third on this one as Murphy White quickly gets up to check in for him.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 14, Murphy White.
Nice backdoor cut.
Addy Black to Jonathan McCall for 2, and that's 8 for McCall now. 24-5 Colts. There's a good baseline attack. Good recover by Jerome Todd as the Mustangs lose it out of bounds.
Forcing the turnover.
And just as quickly as we said the Muskies were up 17-0, New Philly has countered with a 12-0 run. That game is now 17-12. There's good ball movement. Kick out to Jake Singleton for 3. Can't get it to fall. Pavic with the board. Good job by Todd getting a hand on it. Knocks it out of bounds.
24-5 with 6:51. You know, so far, story of the game, Meadowbrook inside interior defense has just give Claymont fits, you know, reminiscent back to the early 2000 days when the Mitchell brothers, Brad and Sean Mitchell, roamed in the paint for the Colts.
Pavic, the big fella from downtown, he can't get it to fall, but look, they're right there to get the rebound, but
Watkins,
unfortunately for them, Watkins and Milburn ran into each other, caused Milburn to travel there. It's going to be possession of the Colts.
Watkins had collected the offensive board but got knocked over by his own player.
Davis Singleton kicks it out to Todd. Swings it over to Black. Black up top to McCall from deep. Boom.
Money.
3 points, Jonathan McCall.
Tell you what, Jonathan McCall's a guy you have to get a hand up. He's not afraid to lift it 2 to 3 feet behind that three-point line. We've seen it all year.
And Meadowbrook is continuing this offensive onslaught, not taking their foot off the gas.
That's what you got to do at tournament time.
Nice defense up top by Jerome Todd. Almost
Tough
collects
shot
the
there.
rebound.
And Watkins grabs the offensive board. And Milburn is going to draw a foul as he drives baseline. The Claymont people are not very happy because Addy Black went up for the block on the shot after the foul. Simmer down.
First foul call on Jerome Todd, Meadowbrook's 5th team foul. Lasecki goes to the
From
deck.
way downtown.
Davis Singleton with the rebound.
Jake Singleton to Jerome Todd inside. No good. Gets
Good
it.
offense.
Oh.
Oh, almost.
So Watkins takes it away from Todd as the Mustangs bring it up. Milburn's driving. Kicks it off to Lasecki. Lasecki can get the ball. Addy Black again redirects it. Kicks it ahead to Jake Singleton. He misses it. And Milburn takes that one away for the rebound. And once again there, Jake kind of tried putting a shot up when he wasn't really 100% under control.
Nice take there by Connor Lynch down the right side of the paint. Draws the foul. I believe that's going to be called on Jake Singleton, his first.
Yep.
And Lynch going to the line for a pair of free throws. 27-5, Meadowbrook leading with 5:04 left here in the opening half. First free throw up and in by Connor Lynch.
Boston Black is checking in for Jerome Todd.
Second one in for Lynch. It's his first points of the game.
Addy Black enters it to McCall. He's going to walk it up here. McCall getting the Colts set up in offense. Looking inside to David Singleton. He kicks it out to Jake again for 3. He's good.
3 points, Jake.
Fourth three-pointer of the night for Jake Singleton, leading all scorers with 14. So Jake Singleton and Jonathan McCall with 25 of the 30 points here early on for the Colts. And Milburn with
Milburn
the
with the answer.
Murphy White.
Yeah, Murphy
with the
White.
answer.
Claymont's first points of the quarter. Jonathan McCall inside Davis. Good move, good spin room.
And it's been those three have scored all 32 points. Jake, Davis, and Jonathan. We've talked about it all year. It seems like there's always three guys that are tough to stop for him that's up there in double digits.
Boston with harassing defense. Nice, and gets the steal.
Milburn's going to get called for an intentional foul.
Yeah, I think so. I think Claymont's showing their frustration here. That was great defense by Boston. Jonathan McCall in front of the Meadowbrook bench asking the Meadowbrook faithful to get on their feet, and they oblige. Meadowbrook fans happy with this performance so far. Jake Singleton will go to the line to shoot the free throws here after the Milburn foul. This is the first. And drains the second.
So it's going to be Meadowbrook ball. Side out. Or in a full court. 33 to 10. 3:54 to go. McCall again walking it up for the Colts. They get set up in their offense. Swings it over to Jake. Jake up top to Davis. Swings it back to Jonathan McCall. Inside to Addie Black.
Nice move, Addie, but
can't get it to fall.
Can't buy the bucket. And Cade Watkins corrals his fourth rebound of the quarter for the Mustangs.
You got to give Claymont a lot of credit. They've been fighting this whole time. Here comes a ball screen for Watkins. Looks in for Lasecki. Doesn't have it. Then fires it.
And Boston with the steal.
Black with his second steal. Deep ball to Jake. He kicks it over to Addie, and Addie's going to draw a foul.
Addie with the good foul. The Claymont faithful wanting a travel call, but I think the foul was there before.
I think the Meadowbrook faithful were looking for another one of those highlight reel dunks.
Oh.
They've already seen some highlight reel blocks from Addie tonight, so they're ready for a little throwdown from him.
Yeah, he sent the one early in the first quarter, clear back in the back tunnel where the players come out. Addie drains the first there. Stepping up to the line for his second free throw attempt.
So Reese Bowman, another new name's checked in for the Mustangs as Addie Black knocks down the second. 35 to 10, just over 3 to go here in the second quarter.
Is it safe to say, Darren, at this point of the first half that Claymont knows what they're up against? Boston with another steal. Oh!
No, I don't think Jonathan McCall missed that layup. That was by design, folks.
The Meadowbrook faithful in a frenzy, and there's Davis with a steal.
And right now, Meadowbrook's just getting their hands on the basketball and knocking it away.
I think
that's 3 straight possessions with a turnover for Claymont.
If this goes in, oh my.
And that's going to be a timeout, Claymont.
Meadowbrook is absolutely just pouring it on right now.
And
40 to 10 lead with 2:14 to go. Train, as you said just a little bit ago, the same script. Why change it?
Well, this has been Meadowbrook's MO. I know you haven't seen them as much as I have. They have that spurt, whether it's a 5-minute spurt, 6-minute spurt, 3-minute spurt, where they just look unbeatable. And right now they're in one of those spurts where the shots are falling, getting scrappy defense, getting turnovers, getting buckets in transition.
Yeah, Boston Black with 3 steals during this run. I mean, you got to give the defensive side, even though they're down here with a 3, a big assisted dunk from McCall to Addie Black, but it started on the defensive end with Boston getting 3 steals and Davis also going down to the deck to get a steal. You know, you're up 28 points and you got your big guys going down to the floor up 28, that shows a lot about Meadowbrook's resiliency, heart, and effort tonight. Coach Tolza has to be pleased with what he's seeing.
Yeah, being up 30 again. We might be in running clock territory here in the second half.
We're getting
for
close.
The third straight game. Bowman kicks it in, and there's Addy Black.
Nice move, man. But he can't buy the bucket.
Murphy White can't finish, but he definitely, again, Addy Black changes the shot. And now,
a little Harlem Globetrotters for you. Wow.
Meadowbrook getting a little fancy as
wow.
McCall spins it over to Boston, who drops it off to Addy for the throwdown.
And they were no looks nonetheless, and here's Jake with a steal. Things are getting out of control. Meadowbrook is just having their way.
That was a tough foul there on Bowman. That was a good hustle play, trying to knock it away.
And Gary Watkins over there pleading with Scott Welker. But, at this point, I'm sure Coach is just feeling helpless over there with what he's seeing. I mean, they have ran into a freight train tonight.
I think the big thing that he's not happy about is I think Addy kind of gave Bowman a little shove as he was trying to help Jake up.
Yeah.
As Jake sinks the first free throw.
And
the second.
Little taunting from the Colts student section over there. 44-10. Wow.
Lasecki strong to the hoop.
Nice take. I'll tell you what, even though Claymont is trailing big in this game, Mike Lasecki has had a very quiet, nice game for them. I mean, he's done some impressive things on the board, and there with his second bucket of the first half, I mean, he has put together a nice first half for Claymont in a losing effort here.
Kick out for the Colts for an open jumper. It doesn't fall. Boston Black inside with the board, and he's going to draw a foul.
I didn't see who shot that train on Boston's offensive rebound there.
Davis Singleton with the shot.
Davis Singleton with the shot.
We're in a one-on-one here with Boston Black at the line. He gets the first one to fall. That foul was on Lasecki, which had been his second. Boston buries both of them. Lasecki kicks it up top to Pavic. And you would think the game's almost over, but it's just halftime when the Meadowbrook student section saying goodbye to him. Pavic with another left-handed
hook. That's his second one of the quarter here. Channeling his inner Kareem.
Yeah. Here we go. So Colt's going to hold it for one shot here. They got the bucket from Davis Singleton on a three to end the first quarter. So let's see what they have dialed up right here. McCall taking his man one-on-one, pulls up, short. Rebound, Singleton, but he was out of bounds. So with 0.3 of a second.
I think McCall was fouled on the shot, but didn't get the call. At this point, up 46-10 with 0.3 of a second to go. I think that's one Coach Tolza will overlook.
Yep. And Claymont, even though he didn't have a chance to take a dribble, the Claymont kid takes a dribble and fires one up after the game clock expired. So we're going to the half, and the Colts lead 46-12 here at halftime in the Division II district semifinals at Indian Valley. Again, we'll thank our sponsors, Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, and GB Roofing. So after a quick break, we'll come back with stats and some expert analysis from the one and only Heath Dawson. Okay, welcome back to halftime here at Indian Valley High School as the Colts lead 46-12. Before we dive into stats, we want to thank our sponsors again. Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, and guess what, Heath? That's coming soon. Downtown Byesville, if you get to the stoplight, you look at good driving directions, you're in the right spot. Just use that sniffer, and you might smell some good baked goods.
I'm excited because I live 30 seconds or 45 seconds from there, so
There
I'm
you
excited.
go. Yeah, and Black Epperson Funeral Home and GB Roofing. So around the district in Division II, playoff action. New Philadelphia leads John Glenn 21-19 at the half. Tri-Valley leads St. Clairsville 31-23 at the half. And in a mild upset right now, Carrollton is up 27-24 over East Liverpool.
Wow.
So on to this game, scoring for Claymont. Michael Lasecki and Murphy White lead the way with 4 each. And Connor Lynch and Gavin Povic have 2 each. On to the Colts. Jake Singleton leads the way with 17. Jonathan McCall has 14. Davis Singleton with 7. Addie Black with 6. And Boston Black with 2. So Heath, go ahead and go through with some rebounding, field goal percentage, and all that good stuff.
Believe it or not, rebounding, we're tied, Train. Both teams with 14. Addie Black leading the Colts with 6. And on the other side, we have 2 leaders. We have Michael Lasecki, number 4, and Cade Watkins, number 2. They each have 4 rebounds. Moving over into the assist department, Meadowbrook has made 16 baskets. They are 16-26 on the night. And of those 16 baskets, 13 have been assisted, Train, showing the unselfish play of Meadowbrook in that first half. On the board, we have Addie with 3, Jonathan McCall with 3, and Davis Singleton with 3. Boston Black had probably perhaps maybe the biggest, though, on that Jonathan. Almost like in hockey, if you could get an assist to Jonathan on that, we'll give him the extra point on that because it was like a hockey play. Jonathan to Boston to Addie for the yoke. But anyways, on the other side, Claymont is 4 of 21 shooting in the opening half, only 1 assist on those 4 shots. So struggling there. On the steals department, 7 for Meadowbrook. Boston Black leading the way with 3, and Claymont no steals. Turnovers, Claymont with 9 at the half, and Meadowbrook with just 2, including none in the second quarter.
Yeah, so that's very big. And like you said, they're tied in the rebounding. So I guess if there's one thing you could say that the Colts maybe need to work on, talk about at halftime, is they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds to the Mustangs. But on the other end, when you're 9 of 12, it looks like you have the Colts from the field 75%. Or excuse me, 9 of 12 in the first quarter, 16 of 26 in the first half overall, and 13 assists on those 16 field goals. That's showing you're doing a great job moving the ball, working with each other. As we're just under a minute to go here to start the second half.
Yeah, Meadowbrook shooting 61.5% from the field in that opening half. And as you said, Train, you're looking at the scoreboard, Claymont's down 34. That's a lot to be down by. But, if you think about that opening frame, Claymont missed several bunnies inside. I mean, they must have missed at least 5 or 6 bunnies, and Pavlik missed a couple big, or Povic missed a couple big hook shots inside. If Claymont hits a couple of those shots, you're talking 10-12, they're within somewhat of striking distance. But at this point, down 34, I would probably say Claymont at this point is probably playing for respect more than anything. Meadowbrook just trying to get through this second half without injuring anybody and onward to the next round of the tournament.
Yes, and like we said earlier, Addie Black, he may not block every shot, but he redirects shot just with his length, the Marietta Pioneer product. As he kicks it over to Jake Singleton. Here the Colts just being super patient, swinging around the outside, get the inside look to McCall. He goes to work inside, finds Addie Black's going to draw the foul. That one's probably going to be on Watkins, I guess.
Cade.
Make it Milburn, his first. So Addie Black at the line shooting 2. He makes the first. And he drains the second.
Train with the sneeze. Hopefully
Yeah.
he's not catching the coronavirus.
Yeah, I hope not. Don't have time to get that. Watkins with it, looking to kick it over to Milburn. Or excuse me, Murphy. Murphy White. Back to Watkins. Back to White. He attacks baseline spin.
Nice spin move. Oh, can't
get
buy
it to
it.
fall. Addy Black with the rebound. He's pushing it. Kicks it ahead to Jonathan McCall. He
nice
loses
steal
it. Watkins
by
going to end up
Milburn.
with it.
Oh, it was Cade
So,
Watkins.
Yes, Armstrong inside to Lasecki. He can't finish. Rusnock with the rebound. And again, that was a Colts redirecting.
We have some
And,
fast action going on here.
Rusnock kicked it ahead to Jake Singleton. Just slipped out of his hands, and it's going to be Claymont ball now with 6:33 to go.
So turnover Meadowbrook
This
there.
is the fast up and down action. This is the way Meadowbrook wants to play, especially when they're superior to their opponent. They want to speed their opponents up.
Milburn surveying things over to Murphy White.
Attacks, puts it up and
Nice
good.
take.
And Murphy White just puts his head down and attacks the hoop.
You know, White has been pretty aggressive this game.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't scored a lot, he has been aggressive.
And there's Jonathan McCall
But
inside
McCall.
spin move in the paint. It's good.
McCall back with a big answer.
So he's exceeded his scoring average for the season as he's got 16, averages around 15 a game. Watkins got in the corner, kicks it inside to Lasecki. He doesn't see anything, kicks it out to Milburn. He can't get it. Wow.
Meadowbrook falling asleep.
Yep. They just sit there and watch Watkins get the offensive putback. And Milburn, he's taken some threes from pretty deep, just hasn't get anything to fall.
And as you said, there's Addy with the unforced turnover.
Murphy
You know,
White with it.
At halftime, we talked about Meadowbrook struggling with rebounding a little bit, and Claymont's coming right back out and rebounding the ball well again.
As Watkins misses the three-corner and Davis Singleton gets the rebound.
McCall slowing things down.
Yep.
Probably a good idea.
Coach Tollsday getting them into an offensive set here.
Meadowbrook come out in this third quarter a little sloppy, so probably a good idea to slow things down here. Meadowbrook back to being very patient.
It's one thing they do. They've done a good job of. They can be patient at times. Really make you sit down and play defense.
Oh,
The
unselfish
extra
as
pass.
Rusnock. Boom.
The extra pass up a good shot for a great shot. Jake Singleton kicks it over to Rusnock for his first shot attempt, and he knocks it down.
And, you know, Train, that's probably one of the things Meadowbrook doesn't get enough credit on during the year is their unselfish play.
There's a loose ball on the floor. Milburn comes up with it, puts it in. The little 8-foot jump shot. And that's going to be a turnover on the Colts.
Meadowbrook has more turnovers at this point. With 4:10 on the clock here in the third quarter, they have 3 turnovers this quarter, more than they had the whole first half.
And that's a case of them just kind of trying to play faster than they can, or faster than they need to play.
McCall goes for the steal, misses.
Here's Milburn from the corner again. He can't get it to fall.
There's Addy.
Addy Black with another rebound. He scoots it ahead. McCall to Jake Singleton. It's good. And there's that transition offense of the Colts. Addy Black loves throwing that home run ball. They make the extra pass to Jake Singleton for the easy layup. Armstrong with it. He kicks it over to Watkins. He can't get it to fall. Singleton and Black fight for it. Davis Singleton comes down with it. As Rusnock attacks, kicks it to Jake Singleton. He knocks down the short jump shot. So 21 now for Jake Singleton. 56-18. Milburn, one dribble pull up. Knocks it down. Addy Black kicks it over to Davis Singleton. There's Rusnock for another 3. It's long, it's off. Armstrong with the board. Armstrong kick, and Milburn again from way downtown. Murphy White's there to get the offensive rebound, though. Armstrong kicks it out to Watkins. He can't get it to fall, and we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to be a loose ball foul on Davis Singleton. Or loose ball. Yeah, it's going to be his second.
Over the back on Davis.
So
there.
it's a 37-point game now, so the running clock is officially in effect.
One of the fans here not understanding the running clock rule is in play.
Pavlik's back in. He's going to work inside. Can't get it to fall. Addie Black with another rebound. Jonah McCall's checked back in for the Colts. Kicks it to Boston Black. Boston to Jerome Todd. Jonah McCall looking to attack. Swings it over to Addie Black. Addie attacks left. He's going to draw before finishes it, but the foul is going to be before the shot. Foul's on the floor. That's going to be on Armstrong.
And Armstrong, I think,
is fourth?
Yes, fourth. Probably a good decision by Armstrong there because Black was going to put that down.
And the sub's a little too late. So Armstrong is still in with 4 fouls for him. Jerome attacking, kicks it down to Boston. Boston kicks to Addie. Addie looks drive, doesn't see anything. Back out top. Here's the good ball movement from the Colts. Swing it, attack, got the shot taken. They're just moving the ball, making this defense work. Clearing it out for Addie. They want to try getting Armstrong his 5th, but he can't. Doesn't draw the foul. Addie can't get the scoop shot to go. Pavlik with the rebound. 30 seconds to go. Colts lead 57-20 as Armstrong can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Jonah McCall. Kicks it ahead to Addie Black, looking to go coast to coast. He kicks it to Jerome Todd. The bucket's good. Jerome's first bucket of the night as younger brother Carson Todd throws down a fist pump. And the answer there by Milburn.
Tell you what, Milburn has had a very active quarter for Claymont.
Yes, 7 points this quarter. Boston Black, he's going to lay it in.
At the buzzer, yet again.
Wow.
Another buzzer beater.
Wow. It seemed like there was more action in that last minute than there was the first 7 minutes of the game as the Colts scored 2 buckets there late and Claymont gets one back. So the end of the third quarter, the Colts lead 61-22. We'll be right back. And we're back. Fourth quarter action here in the Division II District Semifinal. Colts lead 61-22. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, and GB Roofing.
That would be G&B Roofing, Train. I want to make sure Rick Graham gets his proper love there. G&B Roofing.
Here we go.
Claymont only outscored 15-10 that quarter, Train, but their best quarter of the game by far. Nice move by Pavlik again. But
yeah, as we have some Claymont fans being escorted out. They must have said the right word to the right people. Here's Jonah McCall driving. He's going to draw the foul. Jonah McCall can't get the first one to fall as Drew Webster and Zach Rusnock are going to check in. McCall knocks down the second. So here's Reese Bowman with the ball for the Mustangs. Kicks up top to Povic. Povic driving strong. Drops it off to big number 50. Jeremiah Raleigh making his first appearance. He puts it up and in. Raleigh, nice sized kid. Young sophomore for the Mustangs. And that's going to be a turnover on the Colts as Lynch is attacking. And he's going to draw a foul. Foul's going to be on Jonah McCall, his second. Bowman calling for the high ball screen, denies it. Kicks it to Pavic, looking for the three. He's going to attack Boston Black, and it's going to be another foul on the Colts. Tough foul there on Boston. He had his position. And that's the third team foul on the Colts. But the great thing is, that clock's still running.
Still running, 62-24 with 5:23 left in the game. Good steal there by Zach Rusnock.
Here come the Colts. Colts being patient here, looking for their shot. Webster over to Todd. Todd to Jonah McCall. He's going to back it back out. Swings it over to Rusnock. Rusnock to Black. Got an open look. Decides to drive baseline. Puts it up and good.
Nice take from the right side by Boston Black.
Boston Black with 6 points now.
Yeah, Boston has made the most of his minutes tonight.
Bowman's got it in the corner. He's looking to drive. Kicks it out to the big fella Povic. He spins off, looks to step through. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Gavin Povic, his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, you got to give the big fella some credit. He's worked hard down in the paint train. He might not have made all of his shots here tonight, but he's worked hard down there.
Rusnock inside.
Nice
McCall
look.
kicks it over to Webster.
My, Webster gets denied big time.
The big fella for Claymont,
By
Raleigh.
Wow, what a big ball.
He's got a bright future for Claymont.
He does.
Only a sophomore.
Little Tim Duncan-esque.
Bowman can't get the three to fall. Todd with the rebound. Kicks it ahead to Webster. Webster slows it down. Gets it to Black. Black to Webster. Webster's driving. Uses the body, puts it up. No foul. Can't get it to fall. Pavic, the big fella, with the rebound for Claymont. And we're going to have we are going to have wholesale changes here. Webster's probably going to stay in, and looks like McCullough, Lacey, Hupp, and McGuire will check in for the Colts.
Train, I know you got to be happy to see number 35 checking into the ball game. Little family love.
Number 35 in the program, but number 1 in my heart.
And number 35, I mean, I don't know what he's got going on. It looks like he's got the samurai bun going on.
The haircut could be an off-the-air topic.
The John Belushi. For those of you old enough to remember the Saturday Night Live days.
So we got new players in for the Mustangs too. And that's 23, Kyler Cox.
We'll have to have a talk with Papa Brad about nephew Eric there. Train.
We've had plenty of discussions about that hair. So Kyler Cox at the line shooting 2. He misses the first. Also in there for him is our buddy Andrew Rectenis. Raleigh still in there, along with Grayson Thralls. And
Cox
misses the
misses
second
both,
one.
and Lacey with the rebound.
So the other one, number 30, and we do not have a 30 in our program, so we don't really know who number 30 is for Claymont. He will be just known as number 30.
Number 30. Meadowbrook fans think Lacey is a Colt hero, and he's shooting
He
the
fired
three.
the three.
Oh,
No good. Raleigh
about
with
brought
the
the
rebound.
house down with that. Meadowbrook student section just begging Lacey to shoot.
Raleigh. Ooh.
Good move by Raleigh,
Yeah.
but a little short on the
Kinda.
pull up.
He kind of released it there from his forehead, then up high, finishing up high. It was a good spin move, just good execution. Just in the end, wasn't the result he was looking for.
As you said, Raleigh, just a sophomore. I mean, I would venture to say he's probably about 6'5", and if he can put some weight on that frame of his, he might be a force. So.
And Webster goes into the traffic. He's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to stay with the Colts.
Webster having a little bit of trouble coming into the game so far. He's gotten denied twice on blocks.
Up with it at the corner.
The fans
Lacey
going crazy.
every time he touches the ball.
I was going to say, for those of you watching at home or listening at home, when Lacey touches it, that's the loud noise you're hearing. And they're booing anybody else that touches the ball.
That's going to be a loose ball foul on McCullough there as he tried to go up amongst the trees.
A move that Uncle D-Train obviously taught him in the paint there.
When you're 5'7", you don't go in the paint. And oops.
Oh, no.
Pass to the wrong team there. Did they do it just so Lacey could score?
Yes.
So Lacey puts in two with 30 seconds to go. Colts lead by 40, 66-26. Raleigh with it up top. He's looking to attack, swings it over to Cox. Cox gets to the hoop.
Offensive
and
charge.
He's going to have an offensive foul.
Final 10 seconds ticking down here. A 40-point Meadowbrook victory train. Wow, what a performance.
So once again, a big victory by the Colts, 66-26.
And for those of you at home that took the under on 40.5, you would have been a loser.
Oh, the over. If you took the over, took the under, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Before the game, I set the odds with Heath at the Colts by 40.5. So it looks like he owes Carson a water the next telecast.
I took the over. He took the under.
So this is definitely a redemption for the Colts. 1 year ago, roughly a year ago, this was a scene where they were eliminated by the Sandy Valley Cardinals in the Division III district tournament. They get a little redemption here tonight with a 66-26 victory over the Claymont Mustangs. After a quick break, we'll be back with final thoughts and statistics here at Indian Valley High School. And we're back at Indian Valley High School, where the Meadowbrook Colts advance to the Division II District Finals with a 66-26 victory over the Claymont Mustangs. So the young horses took it to the wild horses as the Colts beat the Mustangs. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, G&B Roofing. Looking at the other Division II scores, they're all start of fourth quarter action. John Glenn leads New Philly 40-39. St. Clairsville's up, or excuse me, Tri-Valley's up 49-39 over St. Clairsville. And Carrollton and East Liverpool are tied at 34. All of those are in fourth quarter action. So, of course, the Colts will meet that Tri-Valley St. Clairsville winner Saturday at 7 p.m. at a site to be determined. So looking at the scoring, start with the Mustangs. Leading the way, Murphy White and Brady Wilburn with 6 points each. Michael Lisecki had 4 points, and Connor Pavic had 4 points. And with 2 points each, we had Cade Watkins, Connor Lynch, and Jeremiah Raleigh. On to the Colts. Leading the way was Jake Singleton with 21. Jonathan McCall with 16. 8 points on to Addie Black. Davis Singleton with 7. Boston Black with 6. Zach Rusnock with 3. Jerome Todd and Tyler Lacey with 2 points each. And Jonah McCall with a point. So Heath, let's hear what you got.
Okay, so rebounding, Meadowbrook ended up taking the lead in the rebounding department, 26-24. Leader for Meadowbrook, Addie Black, with 10 for the night. The next leader would have been Davis Singleton with 4. Over on the Claymont side of things, their leader on the night was Cade Watkins with 6, and then 4 each by Michael Lisecki and 4 by Gavin Povic. And the assists, Meadowbrook 18 assists on their 24 of 41 shooting. Meadowbrook shooting 58.5% from the field tonight. Very effective. Obviously in the first half, being 16-26 train, they cooled off a little bit in the second half, but still shot better than 50% in both halves. That's 8 of 15 in the second half. But 18 assists. The leaders on the assist department was Jonathan McCall with 6. Addie Black ended up with 4, and then 3 each out of Jake Singleton and Davis Singleton. For the Mustangs, just 1 apiece there by number 32, Garrett Armstrong, and Gavin Povic. Steals, Meadowbrook had 9. We had a couple guys there with multiples. Boston Black with 3, and then you had Jake Singleton with 2. Turnovers for the night, Meadowbrook just was 6. They did have 3 in that third quarter, come out a little bit sluggish, but still ended up with only 6 for the night. Claymont with 12 turnovers. So, you know, Claymont did take care of the ball a little bit after a rough first half. They had 9 at the half train, so only 3 in the second half. Claymont definitely played a much better second half, but obviously too little, too late when you're down 34 at the half.
Yeah, like you remarked, they did not turn the ball over in that third quarter, but again, it's that hot start of the Colts. When you lead 46-12 at the half, there's not too many teams that are going to come back and beat you, and that's been their MO. These first 3 postseason games, these tournament games, put your foot on their throat and don't let up, and that's what good teams do. That if you want to take your team to the next level, that's what you do. You impose your will on the other team, and that's what they've done these first 3 games.
And not to pat myself or credit myself, Train, but I did, say in the opening segment that Claymont was going to have to get out to a quick start, and usually people will say, you get a feeling out process in the first 8 minutes. As I said, I felt Claymont had to do it in the first 4 minutes. When you looked up at the clock, with 13:30 to go on that clock, they were down already 15-3. They were down double digits just like that, and they never quite recovered from that slow start. And Meadowbrook, I just felt like, early on, Meadowbrook came out and worked the ball around, and they were just so unselfish with the basketball. Yeah. You had the teamwork of the Singletons and Addie. And Jonathan McCall, they just worked the ball around so nice until they found the shot. It didn't matter who was taking it tonight. They worked it around until they found the open shot, and that was the name of the game for Meadowbrook.
Yeah, it can be any given night of those 4 to be their leading scorer, and tonight it happened to be Jake with 21 and Jonathan had 16, but it very could easily been Addy with 18 points and Davis with 14 points, or even Rusnak hitting a boatload of threes for him. I mean, the balance scoring among those starting 5 has been a big difference. Where you have to guard all 5 of their players on the court. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on the opponent.
And you could see that bothered Claymont, because Claymont, their guard play early on, I thought their guard play was just fine, but when they would get some penetration or get into the paint, there you had 2 guys staring at you. You had Addy Black and Davis Singleton standing there, and it really affected Claymont's interior game all night long. They just really couldn't get comfortable down there, and that's a credit to Addy and Davis for their interior defensive play tonight.
Yeah. And so that's going to do our coverage for tonight. And as our friend Tommy Strasser says, good Lord willing, we'll be live from wherever the site will be Saturday night.
And
Meadowbrook versus ? We don't know yet. Tri-Valley's up 10, last score we saw in the fourth quarter. So
maybe the going theme will be that, Meadowbrook will play yet another old ECOL foe. If St. Clairsville would let off, that would be an old foe. Mm-hmm. Or we could see them play yet another MVL, another future MVL foe. So it's kind of been a theme for Meadowbrook this postseason play. But, us here at KGP Productions, we just want to thank Caleb for putting this broadcast on for everybody out there. And we really appreciate everybody listening and supporting our live streams and being able to bring this to you. It's been a pleasure tonight, Train. It's been a while since we worked together, bud. All those years at the Jeffersonian, but it just seems like once you've worked with somebody and you've got good camaraderie, you just pick right up where you left off. So I enjoyed it, buddy.
Yep, it was good having you here. Again, we'll thank our sponsors: Basic Systems, Graham Excavating, Pure Love Bakery, Black Epperson Funeral Home, and G&B Roofing. So from Indian Valley High School, the Colts win 66-26, advancing to the Division II District Finals Saturday at 7 p.m. versus the Tri-Valley St. Clairsville winner. It was a great time here. We look to do it again on Saturday. Also, we may be doing one Friday. Look forward to us doing Morgan and Ridgewood on Friday night at Muskingum University.
Unfortunately, I won't be available. I'll be at Beauty and the Beast that night. But, Train, I think we put on our own Beauty and the Beast performance tonight. We'll let them decide who was the Beauty and who was the Beast.
And that game should be an up-and-down battle like we saw at times here. Morgan and Ridgewood both are teams that like to run and gun. So from Indian Valley High School, the Colts win again 66-26. Good night.